last minute chance in that game. But it was 3 points for Nigerian Super Eagles. We are through to the next round of the Afcon. So fantastic for Nigerian Super Eagles. We'll talk about them tomorrow because I have a final game tomorrow. We'll talk about them tomorrow too. In the Premier League, Chelsea are suffering. Chelsea are in trouble. Chelsea, they lost against Aston Villa. Aston Villa have won 10 in a row. 10 in a row, 11 in a row actually in all competition. Aston Villa is flying. Chelsea lost at the bridge. So Maresca, Maresca. For West Ham, we say West Ham go test this relegation true because they lost at home to West Ham. Arsenal won, Liverpool won, Man City won, and usual suspects won. Even Manchester United won their own game against Newcastle. So it's a fantastic game everywhere at the Premier League. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin. Today we'll talk about the Afcon and the Premier League. Good morning, John.
Yes, a phenomenal morning to you, Godwin. Good morning to all our teaming fans out there joining in. Whether you're joining in on radio or on YouTube, we love you. You're the best. Welcome to the show, guys.
Good morning, also.
Good morning, Godwin. Last, let's say you go talk. Hey,
You go
I know,
last.
I know Santa is
I will not lose.
I've lost 3 in a row.
Santa is a very fair man. Santa is a very givable somebody.
I've never lost on Boxing Day.
They don't lose now. They don't lose on Boxing Day. You get.
But you do, clearly.
My own will be Boxing Day now. My own after Boxing Day, which definitely I lost against Fulham. But again, disappointing weekend of football for me. Good performance, but the result didn't speak volume how I wanted it to. But again, it's football. Things happen. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Sometimes we get relegated.
You can remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Okay, let's start with the Afcons before we talk about the Premier League. The Afcon games on Saturday and Sunday, and we'll talk about games that happened today. It's going to be an interesting. Okay, let's start with Saturday game because Saturday is where Nigeria played. But early kickoff on Saturday is Benin Republic beat Botswana 1-0. Senegal and DR Congo played a 1-1 draw. Good game for DR Congo to get a point from Senegal. Okay, another one that happened is Uganda and Tanzania played a 1-1 draw. The Nigeria beat Tunisia 3-2 on Saturday evening. That game happened by 9 p.m. in the night. Okay, on Sunday, Gabon lost again against Mozambique. That was a surprising result, 3-2. Equatorial Guinea lost to Sudan 1-0. So Sudan won that game 1-0. Algeria, Burkina Faso 1-0. Then Ivory Coast and Cameroon played a 1 draw yesterday evening. Ama scored in second consecutive game for Ivory Coast. Okay, let's talk about the Saturday game. Let's talk about Nigeria before we talk about every other game. Nigeria played one of the best football I've seen in the first 16 minutes of that game. See how we controlled everywhere. I think in the first half, Tunisia didn't have even a shot on target. And Nigerian goalposts, we marshaled everywhere from beginning to end. We are everywhere. And Osimhen, we all those performances, we got a goal in the 44th minute when Lookman crossed that fantastic, gave that fantastic cross for Osimhen to not in that first goal for Nigerian Super Eagles.
Yeah, for me, the highlight of the entire occasion was the tweet by Islam Boatif commending Osimhen, talking about his acumen and his pedigree, talking about he is one of the best strikers in Europe and how he deserves to be at a bigger club. But as good as the compliment was, is what we wanted to see. Like I said, calculators down. Simple. No need to come and tell me if we draw this game, we go and we win this game. There are so many conversations to be had about the way we execute our game plan. And first and foremost, kudos to the manager starting the way we said we should start. Secondly, kudos to everybody on that team who came out and turned up. Like we say, sometimes it's hard watching the Super Eagles because it seems as if the players wearing that shirt are just playing safe to secure their European careers. But in this game, we saw a team that was ready to fight for every inch of grass on that pitch. We saw a team, and we saw another player that people have been saying he doesn't do well for Nigeria, he doesn't do well. This one. He scored, he got a couple of assists, and we saw another standout performance for him. Then finally, I have a bone to pick with Pesero because Wilfred indeed got on the score sheet. This is somebody you told us was, let me say, you almost relegated out of the team, doing well for the team. So I want to say it's a good performance for the Super Eagles. if you look at the statistics, we dominated. But like a lot of callers said, when you get predictable, a lot of people will be able to call you out there. We considered 2 on a night where we shouldn't have considered. We should have been able to hold out for a clean sheet. And we need to come back and talk about this issue, because it's going this way. It is because we scored a lot of goals early on, and then we let them back into the game. We drop our foot from the pedal, and we have 3 goals. We can do this, we can do that. But till that final whistle, your 3 point never pure.
Okay,
Never
so
pure.
how you see that game?
Everybody is saying start the push pedal. If you want to start the game at the blow of the whistle, now your tactics when you use enter, you go use know how you go take start. And going into this game, I tell you, Tunisia was going to be a more possessive team. You're going to hold on to possession, so you need to get players in that midfield to bully them off the ball, to win the balls, to win second balls, to intercept their play and read the game properly. And all thanks to the man. If they hear word, Chile they hear word, because if you have your midfielders and you say go in, enjoy your game, but perform the most, you guys get extra leg for midfield, and that's where Frank Onyeka comes in. For me, indeed, he got the goal and was as captain when be like getting goal. You feel give a man of the match performance again, but again, outstanding player in that game for me was Frank Onyeka. Frank Onyeka was just there. He was making the runs, destroying disrupting play from Tunisia, making the interceptions, winning the tackles, progressive passes. At least it can't allow it will be that room of midfield cover, make a go attack. Okay, now going forward, now you have the 4 of them in front, because you have 2 people who can run. I was thinking, this man is not 30 years old, but yesterday was really like a 22-year-old man. It was basically the midfield was basically everywhere, in defense, in attack. They were basically everywhere. Then going forward in front of goal, Akwa Adams. Yesterday wasn't really his day, but that day wasn't.
He tried.
Let me say he tried, but that day wasn't really his day, because if like said Nahim defenders fine come, you get Nahim defenders fine come, and you could see Ademola Lookman left the attack, joined the midfield to build up to link up the midfield and the attack. But again, Akwa Adams was, I think, the missing link in that attack, because defenders were on him, and I think he was unlucky because he got one of the best defenders on his side. You get, even when he switched, the guy they follow and switch up, and everybody say the guy just get aside and say, I follow you anywhere you go. Even if you go inside locker room, I will follow you go there. And that was just it for me. But Osimhen was able to bully his man off and get his goals.
Yeah,
his physicality is just one of those things you say in African football. I think that's one thing that helped Osimhen again.
We scored 2 and a fantastic corner kick again from Lookman for Ndidi to head in to make it 2-0 for Nigerian Super Eagles. Then the 3rd goal was a counter attack. Then Osimhen passed to Lookman. Lookman did a step over inside a 80-yard ball before he hit that ball and hit the back of the net. It was 3-0. Then we went back for
from nowhere, yes.
From 15 minutes to go, 12 minutes to go, we went back to the Nigeria that we used to know.
Then
the free kick came in.
The
kick came in. Another in the first goal from the free kick. I don't want to blame Nwabali, but I think he slipped before he wanted to make that save. But that ball crossed.
Timing was off.
Then
this thing
the
was
controversy
off.
again in this. I don't think that's the handball for that penalty, because he was just trying to head the ball. The ball just hit his
in the back your goal post. If the ball touches your head or whatever before it touches your
penalty,
I don't understand what's going on here, Biniko, and we are wondering why we don't have an African representation in the referee body going to the World Cup.
I believe that one. No,
we are arguing why. Even Nigeria, we are arguing why we are not
last World Cup. How many referees
in the Afcon?
This Premier League never do Ojoro this year. It happens everywhere. Leave that one.
They do World Cup, England no go.
The thing about VAR, for example, that DR Congo versus Nigeria, for me, some referees will give that penalty against Nigeria because that guy was holding his shirt and he fell. But he decided not to give it, and everybody overlooked. But this one decided to give it. Sometimes just a 50-50 thing. Referee now decides where to who is going to favor at that particular point in time. If you don't play something, you go feel okay, I just give him my guys. But it is what he did. They will consider that penalty. Do you think that is that change that he made that caused us to drop form? Because people are saying that he made a too much change in that midfield, bringing Ejuke.
Yeah, when I said it in the beginning of the game, I said they had more bodies. If you raise this team, you have to have more bodies in midfield. People who can run and win balls and read the game. And when they started making those changes, he brought in more of the attackers. Because I've said it before, if you like play 4-4-2, if you like play 4-5-2, if you like play 4-7-2, as long as you don't have 3 center midfielders that could win you the ball and hold on possession against Tunisia, you have a problem. And when he made those changes, you could see Frank Onyeka was leaving the pitch for Ejuke, then Simeons was coming in. You could see many of them just coming in, and you look at them, they're just wingers. And Tunisia was not willing, they were not even ready to use the wing, they were ready to use that middle. Like, that middle is where we are. So while they were losing possession in Nigeria in that middle, they still kept on with their game plan of playing through the middle. And when Nigeria went on to bring in all the flanks, the middle was kind of empty.
It remained just two persons.
The middle was kind of empty, and they had to just go through that middle, and like that they got their goals because you cannot use the flanks. If you use the flanks, defense did.
I think this coach is trying to do. John is trying to do two different things. He's playing a 4-4-2 formation. Diamond he starts. Then during the game, he moves to the wings, bringing in Moses Simon and probably Ejuke, depending. They will not play from the wings sometimes.
But Godwin, look at where I have a bone to pick with him with this substitution now. He had 3 goals up.
Now defense supposed to bring.
Now this defender is supposed to bring Sike. Why are we bringing up? You want score 7?
All the defenders say you can. All the
If you
defenders.
score 7, which goal will go score for final?
Last they come bring Awazim.
Last defenders don't finish because defenders are starting and defenders are supposed to start.
But I think it makes sense. For example, you bring in more attackers to kill off the game more.
No, kill off this game more. Kill off this game more.
You know that our coach is a progressive coach.
Nah, lie.
Attack upon attack.
No way.
No. If you're going to bring up attackers, then it means you're sacrificing your midfield. And like Man United will play. Like Man United fans are happy that you to play. 1-2 long ball.
They don't pass under your.
And you are caught in no man's land.
Yes,
truthfully, those 2 goals we considered what can be avoided. For example, I think I'll go past sleep for that first goal. Then the penalty is a 50-50.
Our goalkeeper and usual suspect.
I'm not going to count the penalty.
Yeah, I think
a good substitution. But again, if you hadn't done that substitution, if you haven't reduced the players you had in midfield, you probably might have saved yourself from.
Do you know that we can still play with that 4? After all, we have been playing Diamond now.
You've been playing Diamond with attackers. So one long ball with the
one that Onyeka started. I know this one. Those Diamond we still lost now. Leave that one.
My own is see. My problem is that we are 3 goals up. We shouldn't be bringing on.
God, let us say we lose. We
shouldn't be bringing on other. What are they coming to do again? That conserve. Now waiting this guy used in Premier League last season. Score 2 and score 1 and conserve.
It's true. I know that we shouldn't have, but we scored 3. Main thing that we won that game, but it was a fantastic game for the Super Eagles.
We don't qualify. No more calculators. So calculators down.
To tomorrow,
performance up.
Especially in that first half, we outplayed them in that first half from beginning to end. They didn't even have a single shot in that first half. If you look at the statistics in this game, Nigerian Super Eagles had 13 shots in total, 5 on target. We scored from 3 of those shot on target. 3 of them were goals. Fantastic. We have more position than them, 59. We had even more. It's just because the last 10 minutes we are pressuring us. That's why they actually got us this number. In the first half, it was about 65-35 on the first half. So we had played them very well in the first 60 minutes of that game. If you look at the Tunisian, they had only 2 shots on target. And they scored 2. They had 7 shots in total, 41% possession. So it was a fantastic game for Nigeria. Nigeria are through to the next round of the Afcon. To them. Okay, quickly on our YouTube channel before we talk about other games. Anene, welcome to the show. He's saying Chelsea fans. Okay, let's talk about. Let's leave Chelsea.
Go calm down.
It's okay. For Nigerian match against Tunisia, I think we played a good game. Yes, we played a good game. And like Clayton Sobi is saying, at 80th minute, Nigerian Super Eagles went back to the first settings. The first 79 minutes, it was. I was wondering if it was actually watching this. I was actually watching the Super Eagles. Yes, in first 75 minutes of that game was fantastic.
Like, you go to think in a prime Spain they play.
Yeah.
Prime Spain mixed with Netherlands.
Okay, and like it's just saying Nigeria and clean sheet be like almost impossible. Just like Manchester United and clean sheets. Okay, Chooks is here. In Nigeria, we are too carried away. They could have lost that match. Yes, in the final minute of that game, Tunisia actually had a last minute chance where they headed that ball. It just moved slightly away from the goalpost. We almost considered, if I consider last goal, maybe for scatter, but we held on and won that game 3 goals to 2. So
it have been 3-3.
Yeah, fantastic for the Super Eagles. We won that game. So congratulations to them. We are the next round of that competition. Okay, let's see if we can do one better and win that competition. Okay, other games that happened on Saturday, Benin Republic beat Botswana 1 goal to 0. So good one for them. Let's talk about Senegal and DR Congo, because Senegal are one of the favorites and DR Congo too. No goals in the first half, but in the second half, the 2 goals happened in the space of 10 minutes. Cedric scored for DR Congo first ball, and Sadio Mane equalized for the Senegal to make it 1-1.
He's just the man for the moment. I think,
Simple.
but he's just the man for the moment because he's been the one carrying this Senegalese team. Even when they are not doing well, he just comes in, gives his numbers, and just that's it for him. He's one of those best players. But again, I'm not going to talk about this match because of the match itself, because it was fire for fire. You come at me, I come at you. Defense versus defense, midfield versus midfield, like for like. That NFF appeal to FIFA. Why CAF no carry for head? But those same players,
Also,
no.
Just talk about the game now. Let's
Because those same players play this match. Those same players, except for the Wish Awake the injury since. Those same players, all of those 6 players, because Wish I could have been 7. All of those 6 players played in this game. They were here, they were present. The first game they played, they were present. This game they played. So those same players were registered. So what's the problem with NFF? You know, not to the next one. This team is just to tell you that this team has gone from we want to be dancing cultural dance to we want to be playing football. Because if you look at the DR Congo team in the past, I could say the same thing for Cape Verde, I could say the same thing for Comoros. You get?
They don't even qualify for this Nations Cup.
Now I could say the same thing for them, but this Nations Cup is tough for them to qualify. But in the run of play, they've improved their footballing facilities. Let's not talk about we'll talk about their importing players. Nigeria said national 11 are imported players. They've improved their footballing facilities. They've improved their scouting. And on the field of play, they've had a team that could play for themselves. They could play for the badge and play against any big team and still come out with a draw at least or a win.
So our starting 11 is not imported player, please. Rephrase that
Who
statement.
they be? Where did they play?
Rephrase that
Where did they
statement.
Where did they play?
They are not people that were born outside and brought back as diaspora. These are Nigerians. So don't give me that.
Most of them grew up in
Don't give me that.
So yeah.
But
Don't give me that.
We don't know them until they start to play abroad.
Oh
Why will
wow.
you know? How many people
Wow.
will you
How
know?
many people?
Until
How
they
many
start
people
to
you know
play
play good now where they outside?
You don't
How
know
many
now.
people you know?
It's when they are doing well, you know them. It's
But Rangers, I think like the starting 11 for you.
that game ended 1-1. Okay, in our group, Uganda and Tunisia played a 1-1 draw.
Usually, now cultural dance.
Cultural dance. One of them.
But they decided not to help themselves. Look at this other
you
group now,
cannot.
the DR Congo group. Benin help themselves.
They better help themselves.
They have 3 points.
Yeah,
You
that's
get
right.
it?
They can fight for the final.
They can fight for the final 2. You get
the final one. There's one more game remaining. So
that's the next opponent they play. If they pick a win, that's 6 points. They can qualify.
they will qualify. Not they can. They will qualify.
So help yourself. If you decide not to help yourself, you can go home. Simple.
But that game ended 1-1. Okay, let's go over for that game. Then in our own group, Nigeria beat Tunisia. So Tunisia have 3 points. We have 6 points. Uganda and Tanzania has 1 point in that group. Okay, Gabon. That's the surprising result. Mozambique beat Gabon 3 goals on Sunday yesterday.
Normally.
Even though Zobheim has scored in that game, but how can Mozambique beat Gabon in this one?
They say a tree cannot make a forest, and I think we are seeing cogent reasons why this is going on, because a team that is full of superstars that are playing for their own egos versus a team that is one man, one show, another team that is just, bro, we are a team, let's fight together, let's play together, let's go out there. Don't forget that we said it in this competition that there are no small teams in Africa. It's just those people paying too much respect to big teams because of what they've achieved. And I think that having Aubameyang alone in that team is not, let me say, a written rule for them to win all their matches, because then let's not forget that he scored a couple of goals in the World Cup qualifiers. I think one of those games he scored 4. He's been in good scoring form, but nevertheless, it's what it is. It's part of the tournament.
Yeah,
it's a surprise.
Yeah, they won against Gabon 3 goals to 2. So good one for them. Okay, let's talk about Algeria. And so Algeria, Marais scored the only penalty in that game to beat Burkina Faso 1-0.
You now look at it like this northern teams, so they hype or those. They've been scoring their winning goals from penalties. No, let's not talk about controversy. I don't want to controversial, but the 3 of them have scored their winning goals from penalties. Talk about Morocco in their last game, even if they played a draw in their last game. Talk about Algeria now and the other one. They scored their goals penalties. It's a problem for me. They need to know how to see out games. I think in this Burkina Faso stood their ground. Like I said, if you're going to show performance. No say yes. You reduce the margin of goals you considered. And I think Burkina Faso was ready to settle for a 0-0 draw. And look at the performance of their defense. It was top notch. They were basically every day.
Burkina Faso had more position than them. Slightly. Let's say it's 50-50 because 51-49 is basically 50-50. They have more shots in total.
They were prepared
to
defend and also hit on the break. But again, just that penalty or perhaps they just killed it in the way of Algeria.
I don't think they will feel hard done by that loss. They won't feel hard done by.
Okay, let's talk about the last game. 1-1 draw yesterday. It was because they are the defending champion. And Cameroon, if you look, 3 shots on target in the whole game, 2 for Ivory Coast, then 1 for Cameroon. In the whole game, that's only goal they scored. And if it's not even their own goal, it's an own goal that Ivory Coast considered. So it was, I don't know, it was a 50-50 game because the position was 50-50. Ivory Coast had 12 shots in total, only 2 on target.
Wow.
Cameroon had 10 shots in total, only 1 on target in the whole 90 minutes. It was like basically a 50-50 game. Both of them were cancelling each other, but Ahmad, good one for him. He scored another goal for Ivory Coast.
Good one for him. I feel like this is an opportunity missed by any of those two, because with the result going Mozambique's way, any point in the next game and they are through. You get me? And then secondly, these are two big teams that we are looking out for. Let's watch match that will be super interesting to watch, with the Ivory Coast going up against Cameroon. You are going to see flurry of goals and everything. At the end of the day, the match was totally underwhelming. Like, just switch away, like on to the next place.
Yeah, for those people who switched it, we just want to enjoy the tackles and the the fight going on the pitch. GKG Agwoji, GKG Rigi, it was basically 50-50 in terms of tackles. One, see everybody going for every ball, because I don't know how to say it in English now. I'm sorry, Igbo. Which means body to body. If I am more physical than you, then it means I am a better person and a better player than you. And I think that's one thing about, I will say it again, that's one thing about African football that we just keep enjoying, the physicality. Technicality in this game wasn't really present because nobody was actually taking outside the ball. It was just basically run at them, try and get a 1v1, win your tackles, your ground doors, and move on. It was just basically just like that. This game was just basically about pass around until you get a middle, maybe you get a pocket space to play the ball into and you get your goal. And
that was a fantastic game, 1-1 for both teams in that game. If you look at the table in this Afcon, one more game remains in the group stages. If you look at the table in Group A, Morocco has 4 points after 2 games, so they have 4 points. Second is Mali with 2 points. Zambia have 2 points, and Comoros has only 1 point. In Group B, Egypt have qualified, they have 6 points. South Africa has 3 points, and then Angola and Zimbabwe has 1 point. In Group C, Nigeria have 6 points qualified. Tunisia 3 points. Tanzania and Uganda has 1 point. In Group D, Senegal is first with 4 points. DR Congo has 4 points. Benin Republic, as John has said, that given themselves a fighting chance, they are going to play. They have 3 points, and Botswana have 0 in that group. In Group E, Algeria has qualified. They have 6 points. Then Burkina Faso have 3 points. Sudan have 3 points. Equatorial Guinea have 0 points. In the final group, Ivory Coast 4 points. Cameroon 4 points. Mozambique they have 3 points. They have a fighting chance to qualify too. They have 3 points. Then Gabon is last with only 3 points. So let's see. The highest goal scorer now in the Afcon.
Gabon is last with 0.
What? 0 points.
I
know Gabon is 0 points. That's why I said 0 points. Okay, highest goal scorer in this Afcon is Mahrez. Mahrez has 3 goals in this Afcon. Lukman has 2. Ahmad has 2. So let's see who is going to win the highest goal scorer in this Afcons. Okay, quickly, let's move to the Premier League. But before we move to the Premier League, on our YouTube channel, and on Athletic is saying Birmingham is not even a 3 in Gabon. He should be retired. He missed 2 clean chances. Birmingham should be hanging his boots in the national team. Maybe after this Afcon, probably he's going to go and rest. Okay, Emmanuel is there. He's saying, good morning, guys. Happy Christmas, my people. My Christmas was fantastic. Manchester United getting an incredible win. Nigeria blowing off my mind, and Chelsea still lost. Joy plenty.
Joy
for you. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's talk about the Premier League before we read other comments on our YouTube channel. Okay, in the Premier League games at the weekend, let's jump into it immediately because we had a fantastic game throughout the weekend. Not too fantastic for Chelsea fans because they lost. They are only big team that lost in this round of games. So Chelsea fans are in trouble. The Americans in trouble not to qualify for the top 4. Okay, the games, Friday games, Manchester United beat Newcastle on Friday. On Saturday, in Saturday game, Tottenham Forest lost at home to Manchester City 2-1. West Ham lost at home to Fulham 1-0. Brentford trashed Bournemouth for the people that made noise on Saturday. All the Chelsea fans that made
you spoke too soon.
Aston Villa is playing in this league, there might be.
We'll beat Aston Villa. No, so
Okay, on Sunday, Sunderland and Leeds United played the 1-1 draw.
yeah,
Crystal Palace again lost at home to Spurs, 1-0 to
as
nil.
expected.
Okay, let's talk about the quickly the games that happened throughout the weekend. Nottingham Forest losing at home to Manchester City. Manchester City is back. Oh, they are winning all their games. So, and if you look at that game, Czechie again, that guy is going to be a superstar for City. He got a goal.
I'm feeling really good with Ryan Czechie.
I'm
Remember,
feeling fly right now.
we spent just 35 million. How?
Because the team they fight relegation.
We should have paid 100 million, but thank God, Czechie, fantastic player. I like the fact that for a couple of games now, Haaland is just drawing their attention and giving these guys pocket spaces to run into to create chances and create opportunities for them to score. Secondly, Czechie with a phenomenal game yet again for City. If you saw the way he drilled that shot into the corner of the goalpost, fantastic one. No goalkeeper could have saved it. Maybe DJ, but it was a good one for the team. 3 points ahead. I was sitting pretty at the top until Arsenal had to get another awoof.
We'll talk about it.
Awoof 3 points.
We'll talk about
Okay,
it.
It's fine.
now so let's talk about your team. West Ham lost again to Fulham. So what is wrong with your team? We're not going to relegate finally.
I don't think we're going to relegate, but again,
Okay,
this
just
was
5 points. I can fight
this
five
was a
points.
game that Nottingham Forest were losing. You could have gotten a win.
Yeah.
But performance, you could see that we were top. We were at least we were on top of the game.
Mhm.
We were on top of the game until that lucky going from Jimenez. No, I don't know. I don't that facial expression now invests me. I don't want to verse because I've said this before and I'll say it again and I'll sing it like a song. This defensive pairing is not working. It has never worked. Even the manager will bring their sign there come. No, say it's not working.
For training now.
You know me. See, coach is there for training. Now, let me not surprise you that a defensive pairing of Mavropanos and Todibo has kept more clean sheets.
You guys played
Than this team. And no, mind you that the one that has played lesser combination has kept more clean sheets than these two pairing, which has played more combinations.
No, so you know what you are doing? You are doing what we call lamentation. So you are lamenting.
No, I'm not.
We are going to relegate. All these things lamenting.
Go
Now
to-
lamentation you did.
Go to-
Save yourself the
Like I
stress.
don't know. It's West Ham.
Save yourself
And we're
the
the biggest team
stress.
in London.
Yes, it's West Ham, but people are going to relegate.
Yeah, all the biggest team in
let's move away
London.
from that.
I'm not going to feel hard done by if we relegate because Man City don't relegate more than multiple times.
Okay, now.
You know,
And me, I don't
concern
win
me.
Europe.
You
So
know,
I
win Europe.
don't conquer Europe. I don't do parade. Another
You
person
don't
doing the
conquer
same thing.
Europe.
Do parade.
Do
So,
parades.
Okay, West Ham lost that game 1-0 to nil. So West Ham
disappointing.
yeah,
I think
they are
it's
in
something
trouble.
we need. It's something we need to go
They are
by
in
Jimenez.
trouble. They are 5 points away from and Nottingham Forest. Even though they lost against City, they could have gotten a point. So Nottingham Forest is not even
You
looking
get
like
it?
dropping. They are actually improving every week. So West Ham need to go to the market because they are going to lose Fruku.
With which money?
They are going to lose
Money they
Fruku.
know.
They are going to
It's
buy-
like broke like Man City.
if they need to buy this January, if not, it will be sad for West Ham to relegate. Okay, Brentford beat Bournemouth 4-1. Fantastic for Brentford. Let's talk about Arsenal. Arsenal beat Brighton 2-1. The thing about that game in the first half, Brighton didn't even have any shot on target in the whole first half. But they had 0 shot in total, no shot on target, no shot anywhere. Arsenal was just cruising. When the guys scored the first goal, again they got an own goal. But somewhere in the last 25 minutes, Arsenal again fell too much that Brighton started pressuring them and got a goal and almost got an equalizer in that game.
Yes, I think this is the 4th or 5th game now.
4th game in a row.
Yes,
Ongo?
yes, Ongo.
Oh, the song is it's done again. Ongo again, ole ole. Ongo again, Ongo again, Ongo again, ole. Every single day, you must register OG.
You know why?
Why?
Because
Ongo.
Arsenal puts a lot of pressure.
Not be pressure. Na corner kick. Ruta use the head.
You know
No
what-
pressure from Ruta. Just
No, do you know why?
standing
Ruta
at the
not
near
donating
post.
himself.
Standing at the near post. Nothing concern am and pressure for where he dey at all. See, because if I'm against Forfatting Wanderers, I'll say his own goal. Because Forfatting Wanderers we have been under pressure by Arsenal. That goal, nothing concern pressure for that goal. The guy was not under any pressure to clear. It was not under anything. Just that flick on by him. I don't know whether he want to do assists or he don't go play like Paqueta.
Sometimes if you want to jump, he just
He didn't jump. He just slipped, and the back of his head just into the near. It was at the near post when the corner kick came in from. I was seeing that game, and when they made the substitution, I think when they made the substitution in the 46th minute and brought in Yakubu Minte and all of those players.
Yeah, Minte after changing that game.
You could see that the game changed in favor. It skewed in favor of Brighton. But after that own goal, we don't know what happened again.
Everyone just.
Oh, when the song now started singing, Brighton fans got the mad. They now started singing own goal again. Only if they lose 2-0, these people have scored own goal. Instead of trying to sing a song to rally your fans, you're singing own goal again. Only. But again, it was a good game to see because at least you will see this now, like we said before. If these teams are know how to score goals on their own,
if you
score
meet them,
own
you
goal
go
against Arsenal and come out to play against Arsenal like this, it will be a problem.
Well, Arsenal is getting in on points, 3 points here and
in
there.
the bag,
Secure. And
we think up in defense.
Yeah,
the luck will run out, don't worry.
Yeah, well, people keep saying that thing for the past 3 years.
Luck will run out now. City not collect the luck.
For the past 3 years, Arsenal have been challenging. They have been consistent in challenging, even though they normally fell off so at some point. But let's see if City is going to win. But for now, Arsenal is still top.
But again, look at it now. I think the only thing,
lucky goal again.
The only thing Ateta has been hampering about, has been singing about, has been begging everybody about, is just the performance, consistency. They say if you're connected in the field of play, be consistent in what you do, you will actually get there. I think now we are beginning to see results for Arsenal side because consistency is not paying off for them.
Rice played like a right back in that game because both Timber and White are injured. So Rice played well in that place and played very well. He was inverting to the midfield, but he really played well. Okay, let's talk about Liverpool. Liverpool beat Wolves 2-1, and Florian Wirtz scored his first goal.
After how many games? After 17 games. Well done. But, it's a good one for him. Basically, he got it at the end of the day. But kudos to Ekitike. I think Ekitike is also one of the hardest workers in that team.
Yeah, he works hard, yeah.
The way he runs, the way he takes opportunities. He had a dead shot on that goal that could have gone in, but it went off the outside of the post and was crestfallen. But credit to the team, the way they played, the way they moved the ball around. Credit to Gravenberch for that fantastic goal, and then also Florian Wirtz rifling it into the net. Okay. I think Liverpool have turned the corner.
We talked about it. Wolverhampton Wanderers scored a goal against Man United, and it was Man United as this one. They've been scoring goals ever since then against all the big teams they played against, and nobody's talking about them scoring the goals. I don't know why.
They are losing games.
But if Man United they scored this goal against now, go there. Well, okay. I don't know because it's Man United.
Won that game 2
but again, good win for
Liverpool. 2-1. They are moving up gradually on that table. Okay, Burnley and Everton played a 0-0 draw. Let's talk about Chelsea. Chelsea and Maresca are in trouble. Aston Villa went to the bridge to win 2-1. The first half was all about Chelsea. Aston Villa didn't have much to play in that first half, but suddenly they brought in Watkins and he scored 2 of those goals. People call it a tactical genius because if you make a change, if you made those kind of changes and it works like the way Watkins works, you would think that the manager is, even though that truthfully Emery has done a fantastic job.
Credit to him, yes.
It's more pressure on Maresca now. They are out of the top 4. Currently, they are out of the top 4. They are
out of the top 4.
Now they are up 10 points behind.
10 points with Manchester United.
They are 10 points behind third place Aston Villa, and they are 13 points away from Arsenal. They need to start picking up, but if not, Champions League they negotiate.
No, it's to be expected. Like for me, one of the most telling points of this matchup before the first blow of the whistle was that I said that Aston Villa had secured a total of what was that?
Before this game,
15 points from a losing position, and Chelsea have given away the same 13 points dropped from a winning position. This tells you that even if the result is going against Aston Villa, they can turn it around. And Chelsea, even when you think you've scored the early goal, don't celebrate too loudly. I said it here on the show. And go look at that result. Now, the result was there for everybody to see. How can we come back to the same issue every game time? We say start this best 11. But you went and brought in a certain somebody to that defense. And he also...
Actually, he's not the problem in the first half, though. Because the first half, they had more of the possession.
Aston Villa had nothing to offer in the first half.
So, I will not force...
The manager in charge, talking about Arsene Wenger, who knows how to develop players, who knows how to put them in. You still have a complete blend of mature players and young players. Bro, look at that Chelsea lineup now. Who can lace a boot for any other team in Europe with this lineup?
Apart from Palmer, though.
Apart from Palmer, though,
Pedro Neto,
even
please.
Palmer sef na
Pedro
sport
Neto,
player
Rhys
for other
James,
teams.
Cucurella, I will call their names.
Okay,
Forget say I don't like them. Oh.
Cucurella too.
Cucurella,
I
Rhys
agree
James,
with Kukureya.
Rhys James,
I agree.
Rhys
Caicedo, Rhys James.
Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Pedro Neto. These ones I have listed
Baba,
are
on
the
a good
only
day,
ones.
Enzo na substitute player wey go come
No.
off the
Enzo is a
bench.
good player.
On a
Enzo,
good day.
Caicedo,
Okay.
Palmer,
On a
Rhys
good
James,
day,
Pedro
he go
Neto,
come up from bench.
Cucurella. These are the 6 or 7 players I could mention for them.
Again, apart from that, Chelsea needs to start playing as a team and see our game. The problem with Chelsea, they score
But
goals, but
again-
they don't see our games. They keep losing. I mean, I think there are about 3 games they have lost in Stamford
Godwin,
Bridge
when you
in
want
this
to see
Premier League
out a
season
game,
already.
when you want to see out a game, we will know from your substitute now coming on.
But again, whether you, like I said, they are great managers, but substitutions kills their games. But again, kudos to Emery for reading the game physically, because I think one of the players said something. He said when he was making his changes, they had too many players in midfield who were not finding those pocket spaces up front. You had the John McGinn, this guy was not given the freedom to go forward. Morgan Rogers, you had the other guy on the other side of the flanks who was not giving too much, and Buendia, who was always in the midfield as well. He was not playing from the flanks and joining the attack. So with the substitution Emery made, with Televaxi coming in, they had more players, and I think he made 2 substitutes with Talisman coming into the midfield. No, I'm just saying, he rests the game and he made substitutions. God, whether you like him or not, kudos to the manager for reading the game and make substitutions accordingly.
Yeah, see what I'm saying. You can make substitution and still go
And win your game.
We know.
And make substitutions and lose your
For
game.
example, if Maestro did this substitution, do you understand? And somehow won this game.
He no get how he wan win this
No,
game.
let
I disagree.
Let me not tell you this. If Maresca had made these substitutions and seen out this game with this 1-0 win, it would be okay. These guys enter, they're not going to score, but they just can't help the team defend.
Watkins just scored to go. Watkins have been even struggling from
To
the
score
start.
goals.
But the point is that Aston Villa as a team now, from everybody should be wary of them. And funniest part is they play Arsenal on Tuesday or Wednesday. They play Arsenal next, so it's going to be a good test again for them.
Let's see if
If they win Arsenal again,
they
it
will
will
win the
be.
league.
I just testing they don't win. Whether they don't win the league, they don't win league.
Okay, as the other games that happened yesterday, Sunderland and Leeds played a 1-1 draw.
As
And Spurs are won against Crystal Palace 1-0.
As expected.
Yeah, let's in the league table in the Premier League, the league table is taking shape gradually. Arsenal is still first with 42 points. Man City is second with 40 points. Aston Villa are flying. They have 39 points, just 3 points away from Aston. Liverpool has moved to fourth with 32 points. Chelsea fifth now with 29 points. The Manchester United at the band are at the same point with Chelsea.
For your back, now let's go this night. Let's go to holding at
the same point with Chelsea with 29 points for Manchester United. Seventh on the table is Sunderland with 28 points. Brentford 26 points, 8th on the table. Ninth, Crystal Palace 26. Fulham are moving up. They have 26 points on the table. 11th on the table is Spurs with 25 points. The first part is from 29 where Chelsea are. See where Spurs is just 4 points. So they have
it's
to be
still wide open.
You
can't afford to lose games anyhow.
That's the thing about Chelsea. Chelsea needs to start picking up points.
Okay, even where Nottingham is just 11 points.
So first position is Everton with 25 points. 13th Brighton with 24 points. 14th on the table is Newcastle with 23 points on the table. On 15th is Bournemouth with 22 points. Leeds are 16th on the table with 20 points. Nottingham Forest are 17th on
and
the table.
Remaining 3 have been relegated.
Points. Then 18th on the table is West Ham with 13. Burnley is 12 points. 19th. The final.
No, I'm not the same bucket though.
You did the same bucket.
Quickly on the Serie A, Parma won against Fiorentina 1-0. Cagliari went to Torino to beat them 2-1. Como is flying. They beat Lecce 3-0. Udinese and Lazio played a 1-1 draw. Juventus went to Pisa to beat them 2-0. Milan beat Verona 3-0. Napoli scored 2, and Holland scored 2 of those goals away to Cameroonese. Bologna and Sassuolo played a 1-1 draw. Inter beat Atalanta away from home 1-0. For today's game, Roma we will play Girona in today's game. So fantastic for all of them. The league table, the top 4 in the Serie A. Inter Milan is first with 36 points. Milan is second with 35 points. Napoli is third with 34 points. Then Juventus is fourth with 32 points. So let's see who's going to win that Serie A. in Nigerian MPFL at the weekend, Bendel 2, Kwara United 0, Kano Pillars 1 against Nasarawa United 3-0. Kano Pillars is back at their home. Rivers United beat Rangers International 1-0.
Yeah. There was a controversy in that
Simple.
We
game.
will talk about that game
There
later.
was controversy in that game.
Plateau United lost at home to Abia Warriors 1-0. Niger Tornadoes beat Baru 2-0. Wiki Tories, Warri Wolves beat Wiki Tories, and Wiki Tories played a 2-2 draw. Enyimba, after got a new coach, beat Shooting Stars 3-0. Katsina United went away to Kum Khalifa to beat them 1-0. Academy Ross went away to beat Bayelsa United 1-0, and Ikorodu City beat Remo Stars 1-0. Okay, let's take your phone calls and get your contribution about all these games we are talking about: the Premier League, the Afcon, even the MPFL. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us. I'm not just if I no go call today, Sha. It's not a good Christmas for them at all. It's not a good Christmas for them, because they have struggled throughout this season. If you look at the table, and MPF Rivers United are still first. They have opened a point gap between them and Abia Warriors. National United
was second.
Yes, have dropped
to fourth.
So Rivers United have 37 points, first position. Abia Warriors are second with 33 points. Ikorodu City are third with 32 points. National United are fourth with 32 points. Fifth on the table is Niger Tornadoes with 29 points. Enugu Rangers have 29 points. Sixth on the table. Seventh is Shooting Stars with 29 points. Eighth on the table is Enyimba with 26 points. Bendel Insurance ninth on the table with 26 points. Katsina United 26 points. El Kanemi Warriors are 11th on the table with 25 points. Kwara United 12th, 24 points. Warri Wolves 13th with 24 points. 14th on the table is Wiki Tories with 23 points. Bayelsa is 15th with 23 points. Remo Stars, the defending champion, are 16th on the table with 22 points. 17th on the table is Baru with 21 points. Kano Pillars are fighting to leave the relegation side. They have 19 points. Plateau has 19 points, 19th on the table. And Kum Khalifa have 18 points last on the table. That Rangers International game against Rivers United,
the controversy too much.
What can happen?
We scored a goal in the 95th minute
and they
removed it. I not say we not play really well though. The performance was not really up there, because come on, look at it now. Considering one goal against Rivers United, we say okay, it's Rivers United, they are good at home, they can score their goals. But again, it's up to you to just come back into the game and equalize, which they did. But I don't know why. I don't know what happened with the performance. I don't know what happened to them with the performance. I think I will not excuse them to jet lag, because even the Rivers United, they play.
Well, which one with jet lag?
Travel wahala now. Christmas travel wahala. You know the distance from here to.
How many hours you fly?
You to say maybe I don't fly.
How many hours you fly?
We don't fly, we drive. We don't fly, we drive.
Okay,
and it's a difficult road this period.
0706 048 5853. Network has been terrible. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning to you. Name and location, please.
Yeah, it's Bishop from Transit.
Okay, Bishop.
Welcome.
Good morning,
Good morning
Bishop.
to you. Merry Christmas.
I wish you all the best, my brother.
Okay.
Just been a while, my brother. Just not really around, chat.
Okay.
But your Christmas just go well.
Why you go well?
Your Christmas go well.
It's going well. It's going well. And we hope for a better new year.
Amen.
Yes, quickly, let's discuss football.
Yes.
So he's no longer blaming Bernardo because he's winning. But when he lose now, we not hear word about Bernardo. Bernardo has been playing all this match.
Maybe not so now John now, because he's winning now John.
Sorry.
Wait to concern me and Bernardo. Bernardo should be captain.
Bernardo has been playing all these games you are winning, but they are not calling him out. Simply, this year, joy the thing from no. So say we love. Sometimes you lose. Sometimes win that game, accept your humble defeat. You get, don't stop calling him anytime you lose, because you will not call him out until you lose now. You now remember Bernardo from your mouth. Congratulations to the Super Eagles.
Yeah.
They have done it. You know, what I said is that we should just forget about it. Let's just win game.
Simple.
Don't worry, Nigerians will come in. They will come around. They will come around. Just win your games. You will draw them. What they need is for you to win. When they say you're not going to win that game. You get, when these nations come, the Lord will come back. They are angry. They have right to be angry. They didn't make it the World Cup. They supported you, all that and that. No, stop being sorry. Don't just do the sorry with your legs.
Yeah.
They will come around. I just wish
We don't need to pray. We need to
well
play.
in this Nations Cup.
Yeah.
I wish them well in this Nations Cup. Understand?
Yeah, okay.
As no, so this is your West Ham that Fulham, all of them are out. Kadibasi,
Donatus.
what is his name?
And they still
And
lost.
they are losing again, man.
Not be only Fulham get players way out. I get players way out too. I get Diouf.
So you can't.
I get Diouf. I get Wan-Bissaka.
That left Fulham now.
No,
That left Fulham.
No, I totally disagree. Look, I'm playing with academy graduates currently.
All right.
Academy graduates.
Rest. You know reach Fulham.
Charles.
You know people will come up for Fulham.
Charles, an academy graduate.
All right, Bishop.
Jesus
Thank
Christ.
you very much.
It's okay. Enjoy your academic graduate.
Thank you.
Fulham, I know they left. Won't be a best.
Man, capacity left that team.
All right, thank you.
Understand that Fulham has squad depth. Fulham has more.
These are their main players. Out of the team.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. Okay,
They
guys.
use,
First of Fulham get more
sorry.
squad depth than me.
Sorry, network has
compare
been-
Masuaku and
So, sorry, our network have been bad, so that's why we started taking calls late. Because I've been trying to enter. Okay, let's just take a few more calls. Tomorrow we'll talk about boss because there are still Premier League games tomorrow. We'll open the phone line early. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good
morning to you.
Good morning, John.
Please quickly.
Happy Xmas and Arias and Happy New Year in advance to you guys.
You too. Name and location, please.
This is Alex.
Okay, Alex, quickly, please. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. For me, West Ham are short of players and
They need to just buy.
you see what?
They need to just buy players.
Yes, of course, you need to go shopping in order to help Nuno now. The players is making use of is not giving him what he wants. Now they are short of players. They are even not performing. So come to talk of the players that left, it's not only for him. I concur with so even though he's a West Ham fan, but you have to reason with him. You understand? Our players, they really tried. This guy called and said they need to just win games. How will they be winning games if they can't help to continue to help matters of trying not to concede? That is only when it can help. You understand?
Yeah.
If you keep conceding, it doesn't help matters. So the players, they know that they try not to concede goals. Nigeria is almost conceding goals, and one about the two self, him too is not also helping matters. You understand? So Frederick is not there. What's his name?
Captain.
George.
Captain, rules.
Let's others call in. Tomorrow, open phone line more. You have network issues today. Thank you very much. Okay, let's take one more call. For today, I think we had network issues. That's why I have to even restart the phone for network to start showing. So I'll take one more call. Tomorrow, Nigeria is playing tomorrow. There are Premier League games happening tomorrow. So we'll just do quickly so we can get all your contributions about the weekend's game and the tomorrow's game. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, everybody in the studio.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Prince from Maryland, Prince of Manchester.
Okay, please quickly your contribution.
Nigerian match. Those who want to give us outbreak, but it don't be say don't be. Thank God, round of 16.
Yes.
Move on.
Okay.
Cameroon match was so sweet yesterday. Ahmad on the beat. Ahmad, that guy was just oh God.
You miss him already.
Thank you. Only gonna social. Thank you for buying that guy. Then. For those world champions, disappointed with us, so make them not do anyhow. Okay, make them not do anyhow. You don't know you feel slap the commodity.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
So you know, say they have tough run of matches. The next 5 matches very tough. So we are winning. Inter Milan going back top of the table. That was so sweet. All the wicked. But see, I want to say something. Chelsea has a wonderful players. They have up to 6 players that can enter any first level of any team in this world. They will go there, so they have top notch. It's just that
Coach
How far
Bode.
on they do them?
All right, thank you very much.
Coach, I beg
Okay,
you.
tomorrow, please, guys, tomorrow I'll open the phone like that. Nigeria is playing game tomorrow, so we'll talk about that game tomorrow and the weekend's game. There are Premier League games tomorrow, so we'll talk about all of them tomorrow. Please join us 8 a.m. sharp tomorrow. Sorry, I cannot take more calls. I can see all your calls because I think I had network issues. That's why I was wondering why the calls wasn't coming in, but and I just checked. We have network issues. But tomorrow we'll open the phone lines early. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you for those that joined us on our YouTube channel. Remember, Happy Christmas. Not remember, it's Christmas has passed. It's New Year. This is 29 December. We have just 2 days more to the new to 2026. Hopefully, Nigeria Super Eagles will do us proud. Nigeria as a country will do us proud. And you yourself will do yourself proud in 2026. My name is Godwin. Have a wonderful Christmas season. All right, on our YouTube channel, guys. Okay, thank God I can see you. Isaac, I have an Chelsea fan day here. Okay, Chelsea game last weekend was so poor. I didn't expect it from them. Yes, they were so poor, man. Okay, Yomi, don't change your name. Yomi is a nation. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. Super Eagles can give heart attack. AC Milan is doing well these days. Okay, praise God. Yeah, and Cletus, thank you. Yeah.
That's a full crew.
Okay, thank God you are here. Okay, for my team, Chelsea, I don't know what to say, but I just be watching them. If they win, their business. If they don't, not their business still. And Cletus is saying, okay, what champions cannot do, Manchester United did without Ahmad, Bruno, and Mazraoui. What champions we are all focused on Rodgers, and then comes Watkins and their tears across the bridge. Thank you, guys. Tomorrow we are back. Thank you for joining us in today's show. I'll see you guys tomorrow.